ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತ. ಇವತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮೊಂದಿಗೆ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಖ್ಯಾತ ನಿರ್ಮಾಪಕಿ, ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸರ್, ರೈಟರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಸಿಂಗರ್, ನಮ್ಮ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಸ್ಯಾಂಡಲ್ವುಡ್ ತಾರೆ ಅಂತಲೇ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ಶ್ರೀಮತಿ ಪ್ರಿಯಾ ಹಾಸನ್ ಮೇಡಮ್ ನಮ್ಮೊಂದಿಗೆ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಜೋರಾದ ಚಪ್ಪಾಳೊಂದಿಗೆ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಬರಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಸ್ವಾಗತ ಮೇಡಮ್. ವಾರ್ಮ್ ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಟು ಯು ಪ್ರಿಯಾ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್. ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಟು ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಬಿ ಸೀಟೆಡ್. ಇನ್ನಷ್ಟು ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳು ಆನ್ ದ ವೇ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಅಷ್ಟೊತ್ತು ಕೌತುಕದಿಂದ ಕಾಯ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂತ ನಮಗೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತು. ಹಾನರಬಲ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ದಿನೇಶ್ ಗುಂಡೂರಾವ್ ಜಿ ಅವರು ಇನ್ನೇನು ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಮಿಸಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Dinesh Gunduraji, Honorable Minister of Health and Family Welfare, Shri Tushar Girinaji, Chief Commissioner of BBMP, estimated actress Dr. Priya Hassan, Director Actor Priya Hassan ma'am ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಬರಬೇಕಾಗಿ ವಿನಂತಿ. A warm welcome to Priya Hassan ma'am too. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಜೋರಾದ ಚಪ್ಪಾಳೆಯೊಂದಿಗೆ ಇಂದಿನ ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳನ್ನು ಬರಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಆರ್ಯನ್ ಹಾಗೂ ನಿಶಾನ್ ದೇವ್ ಅವರು ಸಹ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಬರಬೇಕಾಗಿ ವಿನಂತಿ. ದಿನೇಶ್ ರಾವ್ ಸರ್ ಅವರು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಪ್ರದೇಶ್ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಕಮಿಟಿ ಕೆಪಿಸಿಸಿ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಹಾಗೂ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ವೆಲ್ಫೇರ್ ಅವರಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆರ್ಯನ್ ಸೂರ್ಯ 10th ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಓದ್ತಿರುವಂತ ಈ ಪುಟ್ಟ ಬಾಲಕ ಆರ್ಯನ್ ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಬಾ. ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಚೆಸ್ ಬಾಕ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಚಾಂಪಿಯನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಫೌಂಡರ್ ಆಫ್ ಆರ್ಯನ್ ಕೇರ್ ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್. He also organizes state national chess tournaments for blind. Also donates smart AI glass for blind school. Nishant Dev, an international boxer for Karnataka World Boxing. He is a bronze medalist for 2023 Paris Olympics 2024 quarter finalist. ಹಾಗೂ ನಮ್ಮ ಎಲ್ಲರ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ಜಯರಾಮ್ ಸರ್, ಮೈಥಾಲಿ ಅವರ ಮೇಘನ ಅವರು ಸಹ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಮತ್ತೆ ಜೋರಾದ ಚಪ್ಪಾಳಿಯೊಂದಿಗೆ ಇಂದಿನ 42ನೇ ಆರ್ಗಾನಿಕ್ ಸಂತೆ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಪಾರ್ಕ್ ರೆಸ್ಟೋರೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತ ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇನಾಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಇಂದ ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಡೂ ಅ ವಾಟರ್ ಸ್ಯಾಂಪ್ಲಿಂಗ್. ಚಪ್ಪಾಳಿ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ತಿಂದಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ? Honor to have Shri Dinesh Gunduraji. ಅವರ ವಿಷನ್ ಮತ್ತು ಲೀಡರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಇದೇ ತರ ಮುಂದುವರಿಯೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಕೇರ್ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಆಫ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಂದುವರಿಯುತ್ತೆ. ವಿ ಆರ್ ಸೋ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ಫುಲ್ ಟು ಯು ಸರ್. A special warm welcome to Dr. Priya Hassan as well, who's been advocate for healthy living and here to encourage and inspire us today as well. Warm welcome to you as well, ma'am. Aryan ಹಾಗೂ ನಿಶಾನ್, we welcome to you both. ಬರ್ಲಿ ಜೋರಾದ ಚಪ್ಪಾಳೆ. ಆರ್ಯನ್ ಕೇರ್ ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್ ಇಂದ ಅಮಿತಾ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಬನ್ನಿ. ಆರ್ಯನ್ ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಪುಟ್ಟ ಕಿರುಕಾಣಿಕೆ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್ ಫಾರ್ ಹಾನರಿಂಗ್ ಅಸ್ ಸರ್. ಪ್ರಿಯಾ ಹಾಸನ್ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಪ್ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ ಸ್ವಾಗತ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಆರ್ಯನ್ ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಮ್ಯಾಮ್. ಜಯರಾಮ್ ಸರ್ ಒಂದೆರಡು
ನೆನೆಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನು. ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಕಳೆದ ಇದನ್ನು ಇನಾಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಂತೂ ಸಹ ದಿನೇಶ್ ಗುಂಡ್ರಾವ್ ಅವರು ಬಂದು ಇದನ್ನು ಇನಾಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದರು. ನನಗೆ ನಾನು ಎರಡು ವಿಷಯಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾನು ತುಂಬ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಅಭಿಮಾನಿ. ಒಂದು, ಅವ್ರ ತಂದೆ ಗುಂಡೂರಾವ್ ಅವರು ಯೂತ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದರು. ಆಗ ನನಗೆ ಪಕ್ಕದ ಹಾಸ್ಟೆಲ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಓದ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. ಆಗ ನನಗೆ ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ 500 ರೂಪಾಯಿ 500 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಅಮೌಂಟ್. ಆಗ ನನಗೆ 3 ವರ್ಷ ಸ್ಕಾಲರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಕೊಡಿಸಿದ್ರು. ಅದು ತುಂಬ ನನಗೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನೆನಪಿದೆ. ಅದು ಒಂದು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ರಾಜಕಾರಣದಲ್ಲಿ, ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಸಮಾಜ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇವರು ಎಂಥ ಉತ್ತಮ ನಾಯಕರಂದರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಎಷ್ಟು ಸೆಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರ ಲೈಫೇ ಹೇಳುತ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಗಮನಿಸಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇವರು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಮಟ್ಟದ ಒಂದು ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ ಅಧಿಕಾರನೂ ಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ ನಮಗೆ. ಅವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಪಾರ್ಕ್ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಯಾವ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ತುಂಬ ನಮಗೆ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮುಂದಕ್ಕೆ ತರಬೇಕು. ಇದು ನಾವು ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಈ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ತರೋದಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಅವರು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಅವಾರ್ಡ್ ಮೈಥಾಲಿ ತುಂಬ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಅವಾರ್ಡ್ ಮೈಥಾಲಿ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಸೇರಿ ಒಂದು ಹೊಸ ಚಳುವಳಿ ಉಂಟಾಗ್ತೀವಿ. ಆ ಉದ್ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. ಸೊ ನನ್ನ ಸಚಿವರಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲರ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಮತ್ತು ಮೇಡಮ್ಗೆ, ಶಿ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಆಕ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸೋ ಮೆನಿ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್, ನಿಮಗೆ ಮತ್ತು ಒಲಿಂಪಿಯನ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸಹ ನಾನು ಸ್ವಾಗತ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಸನ್ಮಾನ್ಯ ಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು ಕೆಲವು ಮಾತನಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀನಿ.
ಇವತ್ತು ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಪಾತ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮೈಥಾಲಿ ಮತ್ತು ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಇವರ ಒಂದು ಆಶ್ರಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ. ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಈ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಪಾರ್ಕ್ ಏನಿದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಪಾರ್ಕ್ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಆ, ಜಯರಾಮ್ ಅವರು ಬಹಳ ವರ್ಷಗಳಿಂದನೇ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಏನು ಪೌಷ್ಟಿಕಾಂಶ ಇರುವಂಥ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಷಿಯಸ್ ಫುಡ್ ಅದನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವರು ಈ ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಸಾಹಸವನ್ನೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಪಾತ್. ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವಂಡರ್ಫುಲ್ ವೆಂಚರ್ ದಟ್ he started here by opening this green path so that people can be aware of how you can eat nutritious food within our existing local diet. So ಅದರಿಂದ ಅವರು ಭಾಳ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾವು ಐ ಆಮ್ ವೆರಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಟು ಬಿ ಹಿಯರ್, ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ವಿತ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಬೀಂಗ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸ್ಡ್ for encouraging healthy food habits and healthy lifestyle by the Arogya World and MyThali. So I want to congratulate them for this wonderful attempt that you are making, and I wish it all the success. And I think in the days to come there are many programs and events that they are planning and they are doing. So I'm sure with the dynamic leadership of all of you, so I'm sure it's going to do very well, and it will give, because today we see so many diseases that young people are facing. Young people are getting cardiac arrests, young people are getting cancers and strokes. So there is a problem with the way we are leading our lives and the kind of food that we are eating. So that is having an impact ನಮ್ಮ ಆರೋಗ್ಯದ ಮೇಲೆ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಅದರ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಭಾವ ಬೀರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗಿಯೂ we need to be aware of all these things, and we should take these corrective measures. ಅದನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಇವತ್ತು nutritious food doesn't mean it is not delicious food. No. So what we need is people to understand that good nutritious food which are delicious to eat. So I think that is the way forward, and I wish you all the very best. Thank you.
ತುಂಬ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿವಿಸಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾರಿಂದ ಸಮಾಜದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ನಮಗೆ ಕಾಲೇಜಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ರಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅವರು ಬರೆದಿರೋ ಹಾಡುಗಳು ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲೋ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಮಾಡೋಂಥ ಹಾಡುಗಳನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಏನು ನಾವು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮೇಕರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಆ ಥರದ್ದು ಅವಶ್ಯ ಜನಾರ್ದನ ಹೆಸರುಗತೆಯಿಂದ ಅವರ ಪ್ರೋಟೋಕಾಲ್ ಹಾಡೆಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬ ಅದ್ಭುತವಾಗಿದೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಆಡ್ತಾರೆ ಇವತ್ತು ವಂಡರ್ಫುಲ್ ಥಿಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ವಂಡರ್ಫುಲ್ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ ಇವಿಬ್ಬರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಪರಿಚಯ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಇಬ್ಬರು. ಅವ್ರ ಅಮ್ಮನೂ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಜನಾರ್ದನ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಸೇರಿ ಒಟ್ಟು ಅರ್ಕಾವತಿ ಚಳುವಳಿ, ಸಾವಯವ ಕೃಷಿ ಚಳುವಳಿ ಇವನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಕಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಕಳೆದ 25 ವರ್ಷಗಳಿಂದ. ಇವರು ಅವರು ಚಿಕ್ಕವರೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅವರು ಬೆಳೆದು ಇವತ್ತು ಅವರು ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿವಿಸಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಈಸ್ ಅನ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸಿ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಎಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಎಸ್
Yeah, hello all. I'm Nishan. Currently I'm working actually. So singing is my hobby, and today I'll be singing some melody songs, some kind of mixed genres. Hope you all like it. Thank you.
Hi everybody, I'm Nishita. I'm studying in BMS Institute of Technology. I do a lot of musical activities in my college. So this is a nice opportunity, and I thank Jairam sir for this. Hope you all have a wonderful evening.
So thank you, Nita. Thank you very much. ಅಮ್ಮ ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್, ಬಟ್ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ಆಡುವಾಗ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕೊಡು ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್, ವೆರಿ ನೈಸ್. ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ನಿಮ್ಮ ತಂದೆ ಹೆಸರು ಜನಾರ್ದನ್. ತುಂಬ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಸಾಹಿತಿಗಳು, ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಕವನ ಬರೀತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ wish you all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for coming here and setting up a stall at our Health Vela. It's really like we've seen the number of people that have come to your stall and interacted with you, and we wanted to know how has the day been?
Yeah, it was a wonderful day, and it's a Sunday. Working is sometimes feels little pressurized, right? But after coming here, felt it was overwhelming experience. The kids would walk in, adults would walk in and do the activity. And first of all, we're grateful that they actually value health. The whole event is Happy Wala Diwali, where you want to promote healthy eating, healthy life and stuff, and also focusing on mental health. And we are people who believe when there is a connection between mental and physical health, right? So when we are physically fit and mentally also, we can, balance it very well. So it was a wonderful experience. Thanks to Ms. Archana and Dr. Meghna for being there with us, making sure we are we are fine here, right, with everything around, and there are people around, like akkas would get us water, would get us tea and everything. So it was a wonderful experience.
Thank you so much. And you spoke about mental health. I know a lot of people, when they look at Diwali, they associate it with, like festive eating, unhealthy eating, not doing any exercise. How do you find mental health to be important during this time as well, when you would usually be spending it with family, be spending it with other people that are close to you? Where do you feel like mental health plays a role?
Yeah, so what happens is, you might have heard about eating disorders, right? So people binge eat sometimes, and I think it also happens during festival season. There's a lot of sweet, there's a lot of, sugar in it, and okay, that was a nice way to escape from reality as well. Let me binge eat and be happy with what it is, but that's not how it is. Even during festival, we need to practice healthy eating and take care of our physique and also mental health. I think there is where we can connect food and mental health and the festival. Yeah.
And would you like to add anything as well?
Nothing much, but this event was such a success because we did not expect adults also to show so much interest in these activities. They loved every single activity that we did here, and everyone was so health conscious, and people were genuinely into the activities. They wanted to get to know how these activities help them, their mental health. So that was something very nice and very refreshing. It did not feel like we were working at all. We had a lot of fun doing these activities with everybody. It was so interactive, and yeah, we would love to do this again.
Yeah, I just want to add one more thing, and again we are from Empower, Aditya Birla Education Trust. We would thank our organization as well, putting in this effort to make sure mental health matters when it comes to festival season as well.
Anything you'd like to add, Shah? If I could request you all, could you tell everyone to have a healthy Diwali?
Have a healthy Diwali!
Thank you.
Thank you.
so much.
Okay.
Good. Okay, thank you so much for coming here. It's been wonderful to see you again just after 2 weeks earlier at like our Super Chef. So I wanted to ask, how did you find the experience today? And from creating these like healthy alternatives to a lot of these Diwali desserts to the experience of having a lot of people come and taste your food. How was it?
It was really good. In a way, we learned entrepreneurship. Also, we learned up to how to make some of the nutritional benefits aspects of desserts
we
also.
didn't use any refined sugar, and instead of that we used jaggery, like alternatives we use. And also we, like, most of the dishes are eggless. So I think it will be like.
And it was good to open up to people and to communicate that what we liked about today's day.
That's great. And did you find it hard to actually make sort of like healthier alternatives to this? Was it an exercise to find sugar alternatives or even going like egg free? Is it really hard? Is it something that people have to really struggle to adapt to?
No, I don't
Nowadays,
really
like
think.
sugar, most of the people doesn't have sugar. So alternative in sweetness we can get and it is nutritious and it's healthy for us.
And how would you recommend that people could, I know like they're coming to you now to eat because most people don't cook at home anymore. But what sort of advice would you give to people to tell them that this is something they could do at home as well in just having healthier cooking methods?
As you can see, all this was prepared by us just day before yesterday. So it is really good. Like, you can make it easily, and you can find it.
If you want,
You should do some research, and you can research. We did so much of research, and with the help of
our chef, where is our chef? Chef.
she was there. Because of her, we did research. We did
He was guiding to every kind of
Because most of the products are like very, very unique. Her own recipe. So
And most importantly, that we have done a lot of research on this because it's not easy to create desserts without refined sugar. Yes. If we try to substitute sugar with any other sugar substitute or alternative, we find a lot of difficulties and challenges. Tell me the truth. So it was a lot of experiments we have done. It was like trial and error, and after almost 5 to 6 times attempts, we were able to devise a particular perfect recipe. So I think the students have learned a lot.
Today we have
Not
learned how
only
upselling and all.
yeah, and not only from like production of the dishes and products, and also yeah, entrepreneurship
interact with
ideas,
customer and
how to handle with them.
That was
how
really
to,
good
yeah.
experience.
That's so good to hear.
Because it's starting from it, like when such kind of events, when they get the opportunity, they actually have an idea like how things will be in future. So that already it enhances the skills also. I'm sure that all of you have learned a lot. Yeah, and we hope to see in near future also this kind of events where we can participate and get motivated, and it's an encouragement for everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Good. Hello, thank you so much for coming here today. I know we just met recently for the Super Chef Challenge as well. But how did you like coming here, cooking, and actually getting to give customers the sort of the food and drinks that you make?
It was a great experience, ma'am. Like doing this kind of activities, it helps us in the future. Like we felt good, ma'am. Like we had an experience like previously in MyThali, but this was a sudden other experience, ma'am. Like we participated in a super chef competition, and this is a good experience, ma'am. Through this we can improve our upscaling skills and entrepreneurship skills, like selling a product. How could we handle the cost management, like risk management, and like pricing a budget. It was a great experience.
And I know that we had sent you one criteria also, right? For the sort
Yes,
of
ma'am.
methods
Yes, ma'am.
cooking methods. Was that hard for you to implement, even when we asked you, like, when you're looking at the festivity itself and a lot of these festive dishes, to make it healthier? Was it hard to think of, like, sugar-free alternatives or, like, you know, no white sugar, no salt, that sort of thing?
No, ma'am, that was not any this thing, ma'am. That was not a risk, but we mainly concentrated on like healthy food, man. Like now more are concentrating on protein and fiber foods. So we came up with an idea like sprout salad and this thing, kosamri and like a refreshment drink like full called Pujari soda. So we didn't have any much this thing.
Like we can do this thing, ma'am. We can have this much kosamri and we can get only less amount of calories. So if we have anything sweet, anything, like we'll get more calories. If we eat one small chocolate also, it will be like more in calories. So if we eat both these sprouts and we drink one drink also, it will be like less in calories. So we can manage our calorie levels. If these days no one look after their calories and the body count. If I'm 40, if I'm 50, yeah, at least we have to have 6 to 8 grams of their body weight protein. No one thinks about that, no one thinks about anything, just they have. So according to me, we should cut off the sugar and we should more look after into calories and proteins. If we have daily at least 6 grams of our body count of protein, then we will be healthy, no one will get any kind of issues. And at least 30 minutes of exercise is more than enough.
That's fantastic. That's all MyThali messaging right there. It's like really good to see that a lot of the messaging has gone through to you and you're spreading it with so many other people as well. I can't wait to see your journey as super chefs.
Have a healthy
Diwali. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Hello, thank you so much for coming to our Diwali Health Mela. It was wonderful seeing the numerous number of options that you had. And even though, you know, we were looking at Diwali as just a very sugar-free, sweet-less, white sugar-less Diwali, it's been great to see that you've implemented millets, so many different ways to take like simple ingredients and make like really tasty snacks and food. So for you, how did you enjoy today in terms of selling and preparing this food as well?
Thank you for giving us the opportunity. We are very glad to be a part of your thing, and we are happy that even you gave us to know about various dishes without which we can prepare like sugar-free dishes, and we are very happy that we gave the best dishes.
I'm glad. And is it hard making dishes like this, even if it is like a healthier alternative, like using less salt, using less sugar, not using white sugar at all? Is it quite hard for you to do?
Yes, it is hard because actually the normal, like only we put some efforts, we'll get a proper product. That's just simple as that. Only if we give like a proper product for the person, then even he'll be happy, even the customer will be happy, even our heart and soul.
That's really nice. And where did this importance come to you from having to like make, actually it's nutri-grade, right? From using different types of grains, where did this sort of nutritional element become important to you?
Actually, nowadays it's very known that people are not using millets anymore. It's very like, actually it is like, it's not nowhere. We should just go find in very less shops. So we thought that why shouldn't we replace it? So the main dishes like pongal, palau, whatever we are making, even those are from millets. We didn't use anywhere else. It's like completely millet based shop. So that's why we thought of giving a grain name, and so we just kept nutri-grain.
That's great. That's so nice.
Happy Diwali. Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, thank you so much for coming here today and being our wellness partner and doing such amazing screening. I saw a lot of people come here and stand at your stall. How did the day go for you?
I think for us, the day went very well. There were a lot of food stalls and people were very much interested in the nutrition gains that we have kept and the dental screenings that we are doing. So I think, yeah, it went very well.
That's great. And do you think it's important for people to get themselves checked, especially before like perhaps binge eating, less like physicality before the festive season?
Yeah, I think of course because when the festival season approaches, it's kind of a cheat day. Everyone eats a lot of sweets, lot of new kinds of dishes. So it is important to get a test before the season starts, and it will definitely help you to capture your health status during this time.
Anything you go through like that as well?
No, we agree with some
What she's saying. Thank you so much.
Have a healthy Diwali.
Thank you so much. So, thank you so much for setting up the stall here and doing wonderful, fantastic free screening for so many women that really desperately need to know the question, and the answer to the question is, do I have breast cancer or not? And it's fantastic seeing so many people come here. How was your day, like setting up the stall at Diwali?
Yeah, it was good. See, breast cancer is a top cancer killer in women today. So many women need to know about this deadly. So breast cancer is a top cancer killer in women today, and many women need to know about this. And unfortunately, the test that we offer, it can detect breast cancer even before the symptoms appear. It's non-invasive. There is no pain, there is no radiation, and it's very easy for women to go to the test. So many women got the hands-on on the test. They got themselves screened, and it was a good experience for themselves also, and we are also feeling good for the fact that people are getting aware about this disease and they have a solution to get themselves screened.
That's fantastic, and I know that with the festive season also one of the common wishes that you give is health and prosperity, right? Do you think it's important for, I know it's important for people to get a screening at any time, but do you think there's any sort of serious note that comes from getting a screening before the festive season?
Yes, of course, because you can enjoy festivities when you are relaxed and happy, and when you know that, hey, I don't have anything wrong with me, I can enjoy the festivities to my fullest.
Thank you so much.
Have a healthy Diwali.
Thank you so much. Thank you, sir, for coming and setting up a stall for our Diwali Health Mela. It's wonderful to see the different initiatives people are doing to make health fun and also to encourage people to do small healthy activities on a daily basis. Could you tell us a little bit about your hub?
Yeah, I'm mainly here to let people know that there is a area Ram October 6th at St. Joseph's Indian High School, which is an yearly event which Vikas conducts, mainly for the seniors. So now this event is not only for seniors, the youngsters also will come. It's a mixed crowd. And there is also general awareness about women's safety. There are various other partners who also come in and show their products and services. It also makes the people around aware that there are such services available.
And I know that because they're like older people, they have gone through many years of being told how how to look after themselves, how to have a good lifestyle and all. But at these pivotal years where, you know, maybe your health is like declining, maybe your strength is not very good, how do you encourage them to still be healthy and active?
Yeah, like see, we have various online and offline engagement programs where we educate and groom the members, like what are the good healthy habits, how do they engage themselves in various other activities, so that they don't get bored, they keep themselves busy. So we conduct a lot of webinars, health-based webinars, other services, products that is available in the market. Even we also let them know about digital literacy, and we also conduct legal awareness.
And how would you encourage older people to celebrate a healthy festive season? Because usually you take it as a cheap break, right? That you can now, I've not been unhealthy the whole year, I can be a little unhealthy during the festive season when I'm around my family and friends. How would you encourage them to still have that fun, that celebration, but still keep health in mind?
We always educate them saying that health is wealth. So we make sure that we take care of that. We also let them know there are so many organic food available, which is not available for us in the early days. Now they have so much options and they are able to keep themselves healthy with so many organic foods and other millet foods that are available. So they are very aware and they in fact want to be engaged with such services.
Great.
Have a healthy Diwali.
My name is Anand Ratnam. Can we just check? Hello everybody. Hi. How are you guys doing? Good? Yes. Thank you so much for coming, guys. It means a lot. And my name is Anand Ratnam. I'm the comedian for the evening. Okay. So for the next 30 minutes, I'm assigned with a job to make you laugh. Looking at your face, it looks like a little hard job. All of you really look like you care about the nature, but not about comedy. I know you guys just loosen up a little bit, the show will become better, loosen up. And how many of, before I begin, I wanted to ask you guys, how many of you here have attended a comedy show before? This is not your first experience. Okay, a lot of people have seen. Who have you seen, sir, if I may ask? Lost, God, only this. What is his name? Is he the accounts department of your family? It's like everything my dad does, I'll make a note of it. We all watch together. Oh, is the kid okay? Okay, cool. It was very nice that the kid also raised her hand. It's like, I also see. Very nice. But yeah, who have you seen? Do you remember? Kannada stand-up. Oh, is it like Tarle Box?
Yeah, he was in Tarle Box.
He was in Tarle. What's his name?
Nitin Kamath.
Oh, Nitin Kamath. Oh, yeah, he's a good friend.
Mine too.
Shweta Dadaban. I'm sorry, sir. Is she a new comic? I don't know her name. She's quite new. Okay, nice. And anyone else who has raised their hands? Anyone who has seen English comedy? Wow, thank you so much, guys. I'm off to a great start. This is literally all of you sitting and looking at me like, who are you? First tell that. You've seen my videos, right? By the way, round of applause for him. He's a good singer. He sang really well. Round of applause for him. He's a very good job. What's your name, buddy? I forgot your name. Nishan. Okay. Are you singing like professionally or is it a hobby? It's a hobby. Are you using it because of him? He's not letting you pursue? No. Tell me, I'll talk. He's very supportive. Oh, that's nice. You're very supportive, sir? Okay. Well, so that's good, okay. So here's the thing, I've been doing comedy for a while. I've been doing it's alright. Anyone who has seen an English comedy, raise your hands, English comedian. Okay, who have you seen, miss? Abish Matthew, nice. What about you, ma'am? I don't remember the name. Thank you so much. So sweet. People are like, first we'll raise the hand, then we'll see if you know the answer or not. So very still viva question kind of vibe is going on. So, and how many of you are watching stand-up for the first time? This is your first experience of live stand-up. One. Ma'am, you don't have to raise hands for everything. It's not a mandatory. Oh, this is your first live stand-up. Okay, cool, alright. But this one, anyone else in the audience? Oh, you're watching for the first time. Well, most of you are watching for the first time. So yeah, I'll tell you how this works, okay? I'm going to be telling some few jokes. Your job is to be supportive. Laugh is the reaction, supportive is the job. Okay, don't laugh in the middle of the setup. Then it look very bad. Then it look like I paid audience. Okay, so just loosen up, relax a bit. My name is Anand Ratnam. I've been doing comedy for a while. And before I begin, I really want to congratulate MyThali for actually doing this. Round of applause for them, guys, for actually organizing this. This is really great. You know what? It's one of the topics when I got hired for the gig. I swear to God, I was a bit surprised because when it comes to Diwali, a lot of people talk about different things like firecrackers. Don't burst crackers. It's noise pollution, air pollution. Nobody talks about how much we eat during Diwali, which actually piqued my interest. It's actually true because for someone who has celebrated Diwali for so many years, that is one department I have never cared at all. The way we eat during those 3 days. I swear to God, it's like I've never realized Diwali is the only festival where you wear new clothes and you eat like a homeless person. You know, that is the only festival where I've had like cousins and all, okay, where everyone says the same thing. Diwali is not complete without like rasmalai stains on your kurta. Otherwise, it's not at all complete. Okay, and it's so funny to see this happen. Okay, can someone take? Check. Yes, much better. This is much better. The only problem I have with Diwali, everybody eats so much. Like my dad is, I understand. Ram won, Ravana got defeated, he came back to Ayodhya. But why do we have to get diabetes? What is the need for that? That's the only thing I don't understand in this whole concept of Diwali, It blows my mind. And here's the thing, I have funny relatives. My dad is one of the funniest guys. Because for him, he thinks like that. He doesn't, first of all, during Diwali, he assumes we all have an appetite of Bahubali. Otherwise two gulab jamun is enough, otherwise this is enough. But on that day, he will calculate all of us in a weird way. He'll be like, in this family there are 4 people, so how much, so technically I should buy 30 tons of Kaju Barfi. That's what he'll think. Have you seen how people eat, no, I've never seen anyone eat Kaju Barfi like a normal person. Why does everyone eat Kaju Barfi like a JCB? That's how it goes inside our system. It's so fun. And you know what the thing is? My dad is very tricky that way, okay? He tells funny things like, I know you don't want to eat outside food, but why don't you eat the homemade kesari? Your mother only made it. That is healthy. And I used to be like, yeah, that's tasty. I'll eat that. For 5 years I ate. And then one day I caught my mother making that kesari. That day only I decided, this cannot be healthy when you pour sugar into the container like this. Like you're emptying a barrel of oil. Have you seen that? Like the way my mother makes it. That's the thing. These things caught me off guard whenever I went through this. Like, I think, one thing it is why we eat so much sweet. Because as we grow adults, we care about the environment. We grow up, we're like, you know what, I'm not going to burst crackers this year. That's my resolution. I'm not going to burst any cracker. I care about the environment. Bangalore, Garden City, all that stuff we say. So if we don't destroy the nature, we destroy ourselves. It's a very nice way to look at it. Like, either Lakshmi 2000 or 2000 Laddu. One 2000 has to go. You decide which 2000. It's a lot of money. And the thing is, what's my problem with Diwali? It's so strategically placed, that festival. Correctly at the beginning of winter. Right around the time you don't want to go outside, cozy up. And I think the best part, Diwali, then winter starts, and then you think I'll go to gym, and then Christmas comes. And then New Year, the way we eat, I think, Kanti Sweets and Cultipet should have a joint venture. They both should, they'll become a huge success if they do that. It's such a great experience to see the kind of stuff that people do. But I'll continue, okay, I'll tell you a little about myself. My name is Anand Ratnam. I've been doing comedy for a while. It's going all right. I'm 33. You know what? I'm unmarried, which is not a problem. I'm not complaining. Because I live with my parents. They tell me every day it's a problem. While even serving me dinner, they tell me. It's so funny. My dad is having too much fun now. It's true story. The other day, me, my dad, and my mother, we were having lunch. Middle of lunch, my dad starts talking to my mother like a startup guy. He's like, why is this product not selling? My mother spat her food outside. So my dad thought that's a great joke. So he's continuing. He's like, all my funding is gone. Useless product. Is this even our product? And my mother had to come and save me because she is this over supportive Indian mother. She's like, it's not the product, it's the market. market. The market doesn't appreciate my product. And I'm sitting there looking at my mother going, Ma, it's the product. I have been in the market. Reviews are very bad. I didn't know this. You guys didn't know that Indian mothers think too high of their sons. Like they overestimate the value of their own property. It's true. You know how I found this out? My mother has been secretly handling my matrimonial account for the last 2 years. And when I found this out, I went and read my bio. Apparently, I'm looking for a homely girl who will get along with her in-laws, not husband. She didn't even write husband. I know it's funny. As I mentioned, my mother is handling my account. Now she's the one getting rejected. She's getting rejected too badly. Because you know why? It's funny because she's too cocky in the beginning. She's too arrogant. She was walking around like, what's wrong with my son? What's wrong with him? And now after 2 years of rejection, she's like, what's wrong with my son? Can someone tell me? Dude, I'm pretty sure even if I get married tomorrow, she won't fight with my wife. She won't. Every day she'll get up, thank you for marrying my son. Dowry, we will give. You want monthly or yearly installment? You tell. You know what's the best thing about Indian mothers that I've realized? Even if you are bad, they will find an excuse for you. Yeah, apparently for me, it's not me, it's my Rahu. You guys know about the Rahu? All this I thought I suck at flirting. Apparently it's Jupiter. It's that guy's fault. That guy has been ruining my relationship. She is convinced it's Rahu. She's like, Anand, it is Rahu. Otherwise, by now, Disha Patani. Like, that's how she talks. And you know what? I was curious, okay? So I asked her, okay, Ma, I'll agree to this Rahu problem. What is the solution to this Rahu problem? She's like, Anand, nothing. For the next 3 years, you have to wear like 4 ruby rings. 3 or 4 ruby rings on your hand. I was like, oh, so you want me to look more undateable? What a great solution. How about we add on, you give me one gold chain and then one pan parab and then take a profile photo like, you know, women love that, right? You want me to look like a real estate agent? Let's do it. Oh man, I said, my mother, and I said no to that, okay? I'm like, I'm not going to wear these ruby rings and all. So she said, no problem. There is one more solution. Now you have to come to a temple in Tamil Nadu on a Tuesday, do a puja, say sorry to Jupiter in person, and then Jupiter will forgive you. I'm like, what? And I said, okay, I'm not coming. Why can't we do this in Bangalore? She's like, no branches, only headquarters. Rahu doesn't work like that, okay? You have to come to. So my parents took me, one of the most remotest villages in India. This village is so small, it's 12 p.m. in the afternoon. It's so hot in Tamil Nadu. I reached this village, I realized I made a mistake. In this entire village, I'm the only one wearing sunscreen. So these villagers are looking at me like I'm some cricket umpire. 3 kids ran in front of me, it's like, Anna, out, and then they ran. I'm like, hello. I went inside, okay, I go inside this temple, I should be not, okay, 2,000 people. Same Jupiter problem. I looked at my mom like, Ma, Jupiter is a multinational company. I thought it's a startup. What is this client base he has? Crazy client base. Here's the thing, I am not against marriage at all, okay? I just like, I'm not ready. Like, it's because the way my parents try to convince me. It's like, beta shaadi kar lo, fir sab theek ho jayega. You know, the way they tell, like everything will be fine. You're like, back pain, that also. Everything will go. When you don't have back, how do you have back pain? That's how my parents try to convince me. And also, things have happened in my life because of which I'm not ready, you know. Like for example, this is a true story, okay. I got a call from one of my 7th standard classmates after like 13 years. And that day I realized something very important. That it's such a great feeling to talk to your old school friends. Unless they're very successful. You know, if they're making a lot of money and you're not, you should not pick that call. Then it's like depression home delivered. You know, dude, this guy's name is Akash, okay, he lives in the US, has his own startup, he's earning like 15 lakh a month kind of salary. And he's telling me on the phone, Anand, remember those good old days? When we used to bunk classes and have chai and samosas. I'm like, I had that today. Little samosa was still there when he called. I couldn't believe his beautiful past was my evening snack. nostalgia. That is outside your budget. Oh man, that day I was sad, dude. I was very sad. I knew I was sad. You know why? Because when I cut the call, for some reason I was sitting by the window like a Disney princess. When will my prince come? You know? But something good happened on that day though. I got a match on one of these dating apps. Do you guys know about dating apps? People are listening at least. There are only 4 people listening guys, so I have to ask you. I'm really, you could have called me home. I would have come and done the show at home. I don't know why. I'm telling the chai guy is getting more business than me over here. I'm pretty sure he is getting more attention. I say a punchline, one uncle went coffee. It's like great result to my career. Yes sir, please only take photos of me. Don't take photos of that. It will look very bad. It's true, like I got a match on one of these dating apps, okay, and very pretty girl, we started talking and she said, hey, do you want to catch up for a drink? I was like, sure, and I was already depressed because of my friend's call, so I was like, I have to impress this girl no matter what, I have to, come on. But I kind of like messed up on the date also. Actually, I messed up on the way to the date. I made the mistake of buying those sunglasses you get for 100 rupees. I've seen those, only if you look closer you can tell it's a Roy band. You see? You know, it's a Ray-Ban that went to a Bengali government school. It's a communist Ray-Ban. Cares for the poor people. I wore these shades, I bought them, I went to the date, I'm talking to this girl, she was impressed. She actually told me, hey dude, I like your aviators. I'm like, thank you so much. Can I see them from a distance? You know, we went to have beer, I took out the shades, put it in my pocket, I was talking to her for like 2, actually not even talking, flirting with her for 2 hours. At the end of 2 hours, she actually said, hey, you want to come back to my place and chill? I was like, sure, let's go. And as we were leaving, I took out the shades to wear them again. Without realizing, one of the glasses fell in my pocket. And I wore the shades with full swag, looking like Nick Fury from Avengers. Dude, she looked at me like I'm some South Indian pirate. Captain Jack Subramani. Pirates of the Kanyakumari. I felt more bad for her. You know why? Because it's like I saw disappointment with 2 Instagram filters. Normal and poverty. And you know why I felt bad? Because it was 2 hours of hard work. Trying to impress this girl. Trying to flirt with her. She said come over, like so much, and then this happened. You know how that felt like? Imagine in your office you're giving like an amazing presentation for 2 hours. You get off the stage and then your friends tell you, Machan, your fly was open. Because then nobody paid attention to the presentation. In fact, you were the presentation. The more you move, they're like, dig. You get off the stage, they're like, what Machan, today green, huh? They're like, dude, I was talking about where I see this company in 5 years. Today we saw you were Rupa. From now on, you're Rupa Ramesh. Welcome. And I knew at that very moment the date is over. Because glasses, she immediately changed. She was like, oh my god, I forgot I have an emergency. I gotta leave. I'm really sorry about that. And I'm like, So she was booking a cab, so I was waiting, like just being chivalrous. And 5 minutes it took and a cab came. And then she got into the cab and that's when I looked at her bag. She was carrying a Gucci with a single seat. I was like, hello madam, where are you going? Come here. This is match made in Chickpet. Come here. Next day, get your kundali. You're the one coming. I don't know man, there's just too much marriage pressure in my house, It's just like whole arranged marriage. And it's true though, like, I like my Indian mother because she doesn't want me to settle down. She's an innocent lady. It's my dad I don't like. I'll tell you why, because he's an army guy. Very army. So his approach is also, for him, my marriage is the mission. And somehow I am the terrorist. Yeah, so he doesn't talk to me like a son, he negotiates like it's a deal. He's like, Anand, by the end of 2025, I expect you to be married. What will it take? I replied, Kashmir. Let me know how that goes. So I'm so angry at him. And I've been doing stand-up for a while, okay? I love doing this, like, coming to a venue, talking to people, making them laugh. It's great. But I remember a few years back, everything went to like online. When pandemic started, everything was on Zoom, work, even comedy show. And it's different. Because online, you make an employee, like, you come here, you make someone laugh, it's different. Online, live shows, you have to depend on your jokes. Online, you have to depend on your Wi-Fi. And it's not a great place to depend, okay? I'm not doing so many shows, I'll just be talking into the camera, middle of my performance, the Wi-Fi will go. And you know what's the worst thing about your Wi-Fi not working? You are the last person to find out. Your Wi-Fi is not working. Everybody knows. After 5 minutes, the HR will call, Anand, I think your Wi-Fi stopped working. And then you have to reconnect and ask the audience, which was the last joke you heard? Can you tell me? I'll start from there. Oh man, lot of funny instances. This is like, I don't know if you know this, okay? A lot of our colleagues went back to their hometown and they started working from there, work from home. Even with comedians it happened. One of my friends went back to his hometown and he was doing shows from there. The only downside was, his parents owned a dairy farm, they had like 25-30 cows, and the cow shed was behind his bedroom. Now in the night he'll set up a tripod, put on a camera and he'll be talking to the camera, but you can hear the cow in the background. Nobody took him seriously. Imagine on a show you're telling, I went on a date with this hot girl, followed by a nobody believed it. But here's the funny thing, you know what? I know I'm shitting on Zoom shows a lot. If I have to give like one compliment to online shows, that I know that 90% of the men who attended the shows sitting at home were only professional till here. Below this, some of them were semi-professional and some of them were utterly unprofessional. I don't know what is it about sitting at home, you're like, what will he see? It's true, I was doing the show, okay, one guy was watching the show on his phone, I think. So he put the phone on the table and he sat on the chair and he's watching. But I think middle of my show, he wanted to pee. So he got up, but his phone did not. And I had this beautiful visual. Something that I can never forget ever in my life. Even today I close my eyes, he appears. Oh man. Stop a lot of funny things, okay, like that's been happening in my life. Like, this is a story, okay, I'll tell you this is like, most of us are adults here. Have the kids left? Oh yeah, kids are left. Let's see, I'll try this one joke. At any moment if you pull back, I'll go back to my cleaner joke. But this is a funny joke, okay, let me know. I'm doing it for you guys. Cool? Anyways, you're not laughing, just nod your head no. Anyways, nobody's like, everyone wants to continue. You know what, how you guys are sitting, you guys should have like some jasmine on your legs, like that's how you guys are watching my performance, literally. This is a true story, okay, I'll tell you this. I'm like doing comedy for almost 10 years. But I'll tell you why I started doing comedy is because I was very insecure about my height as I was growing up, very insecure, okay. But here's the thing, now I've come to a situation where it doesn't bother me when someone makes fun of my height. It bothers me when people are supportive. Because I don't know how to react. Dude, when I was growing up, everyone was mean. All my childhood, everybody was mean. All my thoughts, this is true story. All my school friends, entire school childhood, they used to use my head like an armrest. Whenever we went to this nice view, my friend was like, hey, Macha, what a view, da. And I'm standing there like, dude, I cannot see. Can you remove your hands, please? Chuck my school friends, my teachers were mean. My 6th standard teacher, even though she knew I was short, she would make me erase the board. Just to see me struggle for 2 minutes. That made her day. You know? So I know like these are things, but now recently I went to a supermarket, okay, and the thing that I wanted was on the topmost shelf. And I'm struggling, not reaching. 5 minutes, nobody helped. And then this tall guy saw me struggling, came here, picked up it and gave it to me. He's like, here you go, buddy. I swear to God, I almost cried. I looked at him, we need more people like you. Only then society will grow. He looked at me like, sir, I work here. Now take your bonnet and go to the billing counter. Yeah, that's the thing, like it's the little things that bother me, okay? This is a true story. Me and my school best friends, we met after a long time, so we took a road trip to Goa. And we're driving, okay, great fun, we're having beer, we're talking about childhood, it's great. What is the side effect of having beer? You want to pee. So we stopped at a dhaba and went inside the toilet. You guys have seen this roadside Indian dhaba toilets, right? They are beautiful. What a visual delight. Whenever you enter. Every dhaba toilet you enter, it's like a modern art of Panbara. Have you noticed something that all across the country, all Indians enter this toilet the same way? You know? It's a toilet come underwater mission that you have to survive. So I walk in, okay, disgusting toilet as usual, I'm not surprised, but no two, only one. Thankfully we only wanted to pee. So I go and stand at my urinal and I immediately realize there is a problem. the height placement of the urinal is not as per standard. And you know what, guys? That is something I was never prepared in my life. You cannot prepare for that situation. And something else I realized, guys, you know what? Accepting that you cannot reach your urinal is actually cute when you're a kid. It's actually very cute when you see like a toddler going, "Daddy, I can't reach." Everyone, "Aww, pick him up." But as an adult, you can't be like, "Machan, I can't reach down." You know? What do you expect from your friend? They come and pick you up as your legs are dangling like, "Machan." You know? Dude, I was in so much shock that I couldn't even believe that I tried again. I'm like, maybe second time it will. You know, like when you put a pen drive without looking, why is it not going in? And then slowly it starts dawning on me that this urinal is above, you know, my height. And dude, and the thing is, here's the side information, okay? Both my school best friends are very tall. They're very tall. And I tell you why. Because in school, I wanted to grow up so badly, I only played basketball. And as you can see, the results were remarkable. Because I forgot, when your mom is 5 and your dad is 5'5", basketball can't do anything. It's more of a DNA problem. And I just kept jumping like on Tare Zameen Par over there. You know? And so because of this, I made like 2 best friends. Both of them are like 6'1", 6'2". Dude, these guys became such a, they put me in the school team. One of the worst nepotism ever. Every school tournament we went, they used to call our team 4.5 men. Yeah, so because of this, these two are really tall, okay? So they're standing and being, and for them there is no problem because you know they're really tall, they're gifted physically. And I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, what do I do now? So I tell myself, you know what, Anand, just keep quiet. Let your friends leave. Let's not confess that you cannot do, because if they find out, I am done. Dude, telling your school best friends that you cannot, they will make a scene out of it. So I'm just thinking that I'm like, you know, just standing quietly and like, let them leave. That's the problem with your best friends. When you're in trouble, they know. Somehow they know. Dude, normally when you pee, what do? You leave. They both finished and then they came and stood behind me. Hands crossed. Looking at me like, what happened, Anand? Can't reach, huh? Aww. One of them went Instagram live. They wanted to create and that's the thing, dude, all that generation, like, you know, school childhood of insecurity just came back in. I'm like, I cannot let these guys win. I can't let them make jokes. And then I'm thinking, Anand, come on, think, you cannot give up. And you know what? When you're desperate, dumb solutions come into your head. Because in that moment, the only solution that came into my head was parabola. Only 2 people went to engineering, huh? All commerce students. Projectile motion, guys. You know? No? Okay. And I'm thinking that's a great solution. Anand, you went for IIT coaching, you can figure this out. And also, guys, I had like 6 beers. At that time, I was a fire engine. I could aim for the moon. Like, that's all. So, you know, you get cocky. You get cocky. You're like, yeah, I can do this. So I'm like, watch me now. Watch me, I'll show it to you guys. And then I started. But only once I started, I realized there is a problem. That this position is okay to pee only at the beginning of the pee. When you have pressure, and you can all send the soldiers far. But once the pressure starts dropping, you have another enemy called gravity. Gravity is looking at you like, where are you going? Come here. And you know what? You're not prepared for that situation. You don't know how to react. And that's the thing, once you start, you cannot stop. And then you think, what do I do? What do I do? And that's when you don't realize your first victims are your shoes. So you do a rookie mistake. You increase the distance between the shoes. Losing even more altitude. I'm not even, by the time I finished peeing, this department looked like I went to Wonderla. But that trip I realized, you know what, my friends are such horrible people. You know why? Because we finished the trip, when we were coming back, they stopped at the same dhaba. There were so many dhabas on the left. They're like, no, let's take a U-turn first. We are stopping at the same dhaba. Oh, it's great, you know, the whole thing is, are you guys having fun? Yes, we are fortunately like come come to the last section of the stand-up comedy show. You guys having fun, right? You guys, I know you're having fun. You have to. You organize this. You called me here. If you don't laugh, I will get angry. I'm like, is this a prank? I like it that they're like, finally, like I'm cracking up some people. Like, I thank you so much, sir. Finally, you cracked. I'm so happy I made you laugh. Your father, you know, when he laughed, when the urinal joke I cracked. I said the joke, I couldn't reach. He was like, that is so relatable. Thank you so much, sir. I'm glad you laughed at that. I'm a Bangalorean, okay? I'll tell you this one last thing. I'm a Bangalorean. I've been doing comedy for like 10 years. I lived in this, I grew up in this city like for 20 years. I've been living here. Love Bangalore. But I have just like one issue with Bangalore is that all my friends' house that I go to, I only see like a foreign breed of dog. Have you noticed? All our friends' house, German Shepherd, Pit Bull, Boxer, Labrador. And I started thinking, what happened to our dogs? हमारे अपने स्वदेशी कुत्तों का क्या हुआ? And then I thought about this guy a lot. Okay, one day I realized, guys, Indian dogs are losing their jobs to foreign dogs. These immigrants, they are taking away our dogs' jobs. Think about it. 20 years back, whenever I used to play cricket and the ball used to go to neighbor's house, who was barking? Ramo. But today it's Rocky the Rottweiler. Have you seen a Rottweiler? Looks like a Doberman on steroids. Then what do you have with pedigree? Protein shaker? How do you have this muscle and all, dude? Have you seen? That's what and also some dogs I'm fine. Like you get a lab or a so I'm fine with it. But some people are buying huskies. Have you noticed huskies in India? Huskies come from Siberia. Hence the name Siberian huskies. The average temperature of Siberia is like minus 30. In summer, the average temperature of India is the sun. Like even if Jesus came back to life, he'd be like, praise the Lord. But switch on the AC, it's very hot. Can't take this. And that's why I get so angry. Like these days when my friends get a new puppy or something, I can't show them love. Like my friend got a pug for 25,000 bucks. Pug. Guys, pug is not even a dog. It's just a really obese cat. You know, if you wrap a blanket around a pug, it looks like a jumbo shawarma. Just put some mayo, you can start. And you know why I get angry? Don't you guys feel that Ramu is way more qualified than a pug? He is, right? If two thieves enter your house, Ramu can take them down. But if you put a pug against two thieves, they'll just start playing football. They pass. They pass. That's why have you noticed every house that has a pug already has a security guard? Because chor ghusega, pehle pug ko uthao. That's the most expensive thing in this house. Pick that up. And that's not even my biggest problem is these are the people who will buy dogs like this and then they'll come out and complain. There are so many street dogs on the road. What is the municipality doing? Have you heard that? Do you know why there are so many street dogs on the road? It's because Ram was doing it. Guys, Ramu was a working bachelor. You took away his job. Now he's just a bachelor. What do bachelors think about all the time? That's what he's doing. He's roaming the streets of Bangalore searching for his Leela. The moment he finds one, Ram Leela. Thank you so much, guys. You guys have been a great audience. I hope you guys had fun. That meant a lot to me. Thank you so much. Just a couple of announcements before I wrap this up. Can you have a round of applause for actually MyThali for putting this up? Come on, guys. Huge round of applause for him. And great event. I know despite the rain, you guys showed up. That meant a lot to us. Thank you so much. My name is Anand Ratnam. See you guys. Bye. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.